Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Regular Josh 1. Man, it's felt like I've been gone for a long time. I do hope that everyone has had a good Thanksgiving this year. I mean, especially since it is 2020 and we all know what a rough year that's been, so don't worry, this year's almost over. Also, hit that like button. I'm not sure how I missed this before, but, let's just cut to the chase. Clifford is getting a live-action movie. God, I just finished talking about Tom and Jerry. Now another one is coming to us? What is it with Hollywood and their obsession with live-action animated movies? I by no means hate them or anything. I mean, every now and then they'll come out to be good movies, like the Sonic the Hedgehog movie or the Paddington movies. But a lot of them just seem to follow the same formula, and it kinda gets tiring after a while. Truth be told, that's how I've been feeling recently about most kids' movies nowadays, especially after seeing Sponge on the Run. But yeah, Clifford the Big Red Dog is coming next year, and I'm kind of against this. I mean, just looking at the teaser that recently came out for the movie, and this is wrong. This is so wrong. I love Clifford. It's been a part of my childhood, and it was one of the many cartoons that I would watch every time on PBS Kids. I can't say that I remember too much about the show now because it's been years since I've last seen it, but nonetheless, it's still part of my childhood. So, of course, when I see that there's going to be a live-action movie based on this series, or just based on the books in general, it instantly makes me kind of afraid. I mean, how exactly are they going to make this work? Why couldn't they just go with a fully animated movie for this? A question that I also had for the Tom and Jerry movie. And I'm also not quite sure why I ended up asking this question either, considering that I already know the answer. The reason why this is because live-action movies are much cheaper to make than animated movies. They're also less time-consuming than an animated movie. That's probably one of the reasons why you see considerably less animated movies compared to live-action movies. Now, I read the premise for this movie, and it seems like it's going to be an origin story for how Emily and Clifford met. It looks fine, and who knows, it's possible that this could be a heartwarming story. So, if anything, I'm not too worried about that. However, I have a feeling that the dog is going to possibly mess up this movie. Why? Because making a giant red dog look realistic in a live-action movie that also takes place in New York City is just a big mistake, in my opinion. It's going to look ridiculous. Some people have already pointed this out, but in a weird way, Clifford in the movie already looks, well, dated. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how Scooby-Doo looks like in the live-action movies. Now, I can't particularly say that it's all bad. I mean, if anything, if I gotta be honest, Clifford does kind of look cute here. He just looks like an ordinary little Labrador puppy, except he's not little and he has red fur. A big giant red fluffy dog just is not going to work in a realistic setting, especially if you can't make the red fur look incredibly red like he usually is in the books. I think if they were to have kept Clifford's cartoon style, it would have looked much better. It's kind of weird because making cartoon characters look realistic in live action movies just doesn't really seem to work that often. Paddington is an exception to that. I mean, come on, he's freaking adorable. Now, maybe there's a reason as to why they're making Clifford look realistic in this movie. I guess it is yet to be seen if this truly is going to work in its favor or not. This is a teaser after all, so who knows what the movie is really gonna look like. Plus, Clifford may look a little better in the actual movie. I know, I started a little negative going into this, but truthfully, I do want to be more positive about this. Who knows, this might end up being a great movie, probably a lot different from what we're actually expecting. As I said a million times in my recent videos, we'll just have to wait and see. Probably should be my next catchphrase for this channel, when you think about it. Well, what do you guys think about the new Clifford movie so far? Are you worried like everyone else, or are you planning on being a little optimistic about this? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and hit the bell to be notified on my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, you're hearing it from a regular bunny in a regular world. See you next time.